Northern Bukidnon State College, creando futura transformaciones vitae, nagtayo, adeo. Northern Bukidnon State College is a primordial higher education institution in Manolfortich, Bukidnon. It is an accessible institution that envisions of becoming a college of choice, nationally recognized for having innovative and sustainable academic programs, research, extensions, and services that cultivate educational, personal, and professional growth to meet the needs of our students, our society, and global community. Our mission is to provide quality educational opportunities to develop students into socially responsible, competent, and productive professionals. NBSC shall be guided with the unwavering organization's fundamentals beliefs towards achieving the institution's goals. NBSCians should be imbued with excellence, inclusivity, innovation, accountability, and sustainability. To know and do what is right, to take responsibility for actions to serve the common. These are ideals which every NBSCian should always strive to abide by. History of NBSC. Northern Bukidnon State College, previously Northern Bukidnon Community College, started its operation through the initiative of Honorable Dr. Juan Romeo Nero Acosta and Dr. Socorro O. Acosta in January 2005. These two educational leaders had convinced the Commission on Higher Education for the opening of a community college to start their dreams of having a nationally funded higher education institution that would primarily cater the needs of indigenous peoples, disadvantaged groups, and marginalized communities in Manolfortich, Bukidnon. Before NBCC was formally organized and recognized by CHED Region 10, the idea of putting up a community college in Manolfortich came about through the efforts and initiative of then Chairman of Education Committee, now our Municipal Mayor of Manolfortich, Bukidnon, Clive D. Quino, who did the legwork. It was also his vision to cater the needs of the people of Manolfortich. It was on March 2, 2005 when the Municipal Ordinance No. 368/2005 authorized the institution to formally start the opening of classes for school year 2005-2006. When the first year of operation of NBCC started, there were only 6 rooms that include 3 classrooms, a computer room with 21 computers connected to the internet, a library with an initial collection of 1,171 volumes, and the remaining room was shared with the offices of registrar, faculty, guidance counselor, and cashier. During that time, the initial course offerings of the newly operated institution were Bachelor of Elementary Education General Curriculum, Bachelor of Secondary Education with majors in English and Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Commerce with majors in Banking and Finance, Entrepreneurial Marketing, and Management Accounting. Dr. Lourdes C. Balinal was the first college registrar on those precious times and worked as well as the first school administrator. In its third year of operation, the institution's Bachelor of Science in Commerce was changed to Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, which major courses were also changed from Banking and Finance to Financial Management, Entrepreneurial Marketing to Marketing Management, Management Accounting to Operations Management. In school year 2007-2008, the local government unit of Manolfortich officially appointed a full-time college administrator in the person of Dr. Genuine C. Barbaso, followed by third college administrator in April 2010 with Dr. Rizaliana B. Oliver. In her administration, NBCC received the government recognition issued by the Commission on Higher Education, recognizing the 2 additional course offerings, namely Bachelor of Science and Information Technology and Bachelor of Elementary Education major in preschool education in March 2014. After the designation of Dr. Oliver, Sheila K. Maglente, MBA, was appointed as a fourth officer in charge of NBCC, and at the same time, the program head of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. It was in her designation that the efforts for the compliance of HEI requirements and conversion process of NBCC to a state college were initiated. Most of all, NBCC was included in the list of local universities and colleges that will have the privilege to enjoy the free tuition. One of the notable events in the course of NBCC's history was the first college presidency election took place on September 11, 2020. Dr. Catherine Ruy Chico Almaden earned majority of the votes, and that led her to the appointment as the first NBCC's president in September 15, 2020. It was a milestone that in her administration, NBCC was officially recognized as a higher education institution last June 17, 2020. It led to a favorable juncture of circumstances for the students, especially when it comes to privileges on scholarship grants and free tuition. In her leadership, NBCC was officially converted into a state college and finally become a nationally funded institution. On December 7, 2020, NBSC received a Certificate of Recognition issued last October 9, 2020, in pursuant to Section 20 of Republic Act No. 11284. The Commission of NBA hereby confirms, by virtue of Resolution No. 720/2020, dated on October 7, 2020, the full compliance of NBCC with the Commission on Higher Education requirements for college status. The CHED therefore acknowledged the conversion of Northern Bukidnon Community College into Northern Bukidnon State College. These milestones attained by NBSC would not be possible without the collective efforts and dedication of commendable leaders, supportive officials, and hardworking personnel. Thus, it is our pleasure to convey our heartfelt gratitude as we make special mention to the following: our LGU Manol for Teach, headed by Mayor Clive D. Quino; our Sangguniang Bayan, headed by Vice Mayor Miguel de Dimata; 1st District Representative, Congresswoman Maria Lourdes Acosta Alba; Senator Juan Miguel F. Zubiri; CHED Region 10 Office, headed by Regional Director Raul C. Alvarez Jr., Office of Institutional Quality Assurance and Governance, headed by Director Luisa S. Valencia; CHED Chairman Prospero E. De Vera III; and First Chairman of Board of Trustees, Dr. Perfecto A. Alibit; CHED Commissioners Dr. Lilian A. De Las Llagas, Dr. Ronald L. Damat, and Commissioner Aldrin A. Darilag. We also would like to acknowledge our former Congressman Dr. Juan Romeo Nieres O. Acosta, Honorable Dr. Socorro O. Acosta, Vice Governor Rogelio N. Quino, and to all whom in one way or another have brought these milestones together. NBSC's existence truly produced and will continuously produce globally competitive individuals that made a total difference in the lives of young constituents of Manol for Teach and its neighboring municipalities. This is a clear manifestation that NBSC offers high-quality education and also sets a bar that there's more to expect in this new beginning and endless possibilities. Above all, these achievements were because of the divine provision that led the fate of NBSC to the further success of its endeavor in creating futures, transforming lives, guided by God. Creando Futura Transformaciones Vitae, Doctae Adeo. Traditional educational framework in the Philippines has been drastically disrupted with the affliction caused by COVID-19 pandemic. Amidst the situation, Northern Bukidnon State College still embraces its pursuit to quality education through an educational reform using digital and non-digital technology. And this led to the birth of FLEDX, Flexible Learning Education Experience, where the primary concern is the safety of our students, and at the same time, the continuous delivery of quality education. And this involves the creation of Learning Continuity Plan and FLEDX Primer. NBSC ensures the delivery of quality instruction through the following phases: planning, implementation, control, and evaluation. In planning phase, NBSC believes that instructors' readiness is vital for effective teaching delivery. In connection, several trainings were given to hone their craft, such as attending several local webinars sponsored by Department of Information and Communications Technology, Commission on Higher Education, Philippine Association of Collegiate Schools of Business, and international webinar sponsored by CIMEG. This also involved series of in-house trainings and workshops conducted by NBSC, like designing course syllabi, guides and modules, and navigation of different learning platforms related to blended teaching and learning, and Dr. Jovelyn De Losa as our guest speaker. NBSC ensures the preparedness of its facilities. At present, students and teachers can access free Wi-Fi in the entire campus, in partnership with DICT. In terms of access of instructional references, we have 2 library facilities that continuously renders its services for students and teachers. We have available books in our library and also offers e-library services. Currently, we subscribe to Gale Complete, the largest package for primary and secondary sources available for teachers and students. They can enjoy the access of ebooks for free. In addition, teachers can access references and journals with external collaboration with NRCP Elsevier. We also have our available covered court intended for school activities. Apart from that, we have well-equipped 2 IT laboratories, 1 for speech and another for science. Registrar and guidance offices, as well as college clinic. NBSC ensures that these facilities are always ready to cater the needs of both teachers and students in case of resumption of face-to-face classes. Students and Affairs Services. In terms of students' admission and enrollment services, we have our admission site where students can enroll online without coming to school to ensure their safety. NBSC plans to have site enrollment for these students coming from remote areas such as Barangay Gilang-Gilang, Santiago, Sumilao, and Municipality of Lipunan. To cater the queries and concerns of our students, we also have our Students and Affairs Help Desk, where students can communicate our SAS department through Facebook and Gmail. We also have wellness programs like conducting yoga sessions via Facebook Live, counseling services through webinars like self-care tip for well-being and mental health, kamustahan, and health tip to increase awareness about COVID-19. reach out and know the concerns of our students, we have our different means of communication. We have our official Facebook pages for NBSC and every department, like Teacher Education Program, BSBA, Computer Studies, and GEC. Apart from that, we also have our official Facebook page for NBSC Library and Registrar's Office. Moreover, we also have our official website where we can post our information and relevant school activities. And lastly, we also have the dissemination of information through radio station. For implementation phase, we have 3 modes of teaching. First is modular. This is for students with no internet connectivity. These students will be given hard copy of modules and recorded lecture videos. Second is synchronous. This is for students with full internet connectivity, and this caters the use of Google Meet as platform for synchronous class. Lastly is asynchronous. This is for students with limited Wi-Fi access. NBSC has provided its own learning management system. We also use Google Classrooms, Pilgo, Facebook, and YouTube as teaching platforms. In addition, Northern Bukidnon State College strengthens its partnership with other government agencies for research and extension programs, which allows students to apply their learnings in real-life situations. To assess the quality of flexible teaching, NBSC provides different evaluations conducted as basis for improvement and future trainings. First is peer evaluation, which has 3 cycles. Second is faculty evaluation, conducted by the immediate supervisor. And lastly is student-faculty evaluation, where students are provided with an online portal to assess their teachers online. And this evaluation is done at the end of every semester. This period is a test of faith and perseverance. But Northern Bukidnon State College assures that every student is in good hands by ensuring safety while providing the best flexible educational experience. Let